Hello and welcome to the final in our How to Groom Your Finnish Lapphund series. Today we are going to be talking about line combing. Now, line combing is something that you definitely need to know how to do if you have a Finnish Lapphund or any double-coated breed, really. And what we mean by double-coated are breeds that have this thick, dense undercoat that can be prone to felting or matting close to the skin, and then they have this longer top coat or guard coat that lays over it. And at certain times of the year, they will particularly shed this undercoat. So that's what we're focusing on really when we talk about line combing, is really working this undercoat, this finer, denser hair that's nice and close to the skin. It's the insulation for a double-coated dog. So just the products that we're going to be using, or the equipment that we're going to be using today. I have my OMG spray, brushing spray that I'm going to be using. This is it in the concentrated form, and here I've got it mixed up into a spray bottle ready to go. I've got a slicker, I've got my pin brush, but the thing that we're going to be using predominantly today is our comb. And again, when you see how long this process takes, that's why I really recommend this handle. Okay, it's going to really save your wrists. So I'm just going to pop this stuff away, down out of the way. Now today we are working on Benny. So over the course of this series you have met Lena, Fleur, and now Benny, and they're the three dogs that are here in my home with me. Benny is a 6-year-old male, and his colouring is known as wolf sable. So let's get started. Now, for no particular reason, but I know that I've mentioned this before, I like to start at the back end and work forward. Alright, but as I said, no particular reason. If you prefer to start up here, by all means do so. Okay, going to just give the area a good spray. No need to spray the whole dog because it would be dry by the time we actually got to that bit, so only spray a section at a time. Now we're going to use the same technique that I showed you in the last one with Fleur. We're going to hold the bulk of the coat out of the way, up out of the way. We're going to part it so that we can see to the skin, and then we're just going to comb that section. And the same here. So we're going to go down onto the hock here, holding the hair out of the way and just slowly combing it back, as the name suggests, a line at a time. So we're just creating a nice straight line and then slowly working our hand back and doing the next line. And you can see already how efficient that is at getting that coat out. This is something that you're probably going to have to do every few weeks, or at least every probably 2 or 3 months. But certainly you will find that it's something that is vital when they're doing that coat, doing a big coat drop. Having said that, I would start, if they're doing one of their big coat drops coming into spring or autumn, that's when I would recommend, like I said in the last video, going and doing a nice wash and blow dry and just loosening that coat before you do the line comb. Really important that you're getting all the way from the skin, so from the root to the tip. You can see I'm actually starting to struggle a little bit there, and Benny's even reacting a tiny bit, so I just need to moisten that back down again. That's better. Now the other thing to mention here too is, as you can see, this is actually quite slow going. You can see that video's been going now for close to 10 minutes, and I actually haven't gotten off this first thigh. So Benny here is used to being groomed and prepared for shows, and would lay like this for as long as I would need him to. But your dog probably isn't going to be used to being groomed and as relaxed about it as Benny here is. So this might be something that you want to do over a few days, a few sessions. Okay. Certainly you might want to do it in quarters, sort of half of this side, the other half, and then turning over and doing the same. So it's something that might take you, just a few sessions. That way it's not going to be stressful for your dog. They're not being forced to lay and take something that they're not particularly enjoying. Although if you've been using the mats and giving lots of treats, grooming might be something that they have really come to enjoy, hopefully. Right, just to give you an idea, I'm just going to leave there because I'm not going to show you Benny being line combed completely, which is probably going to take me a good hour or so. But I just want to show you some areas to really focus on. This tummy area. Now Benny's groomed quite regularly, but even with him you can see that there's quite a felting starts to occur in this area. So good spray to moisten it down. Get this hair out of the way. So the same technique, I'm going to pull it right up out of the way. I've got a really nice clean line here, and I'm just going with the direction, making sure that I'm getting right to the skin. And all the way to the end. Again, you can see that this is a really slow process. Oh yeah, I know mate, I know I said alright. Sorry, I gave him his release word. Good boy. The other area that I want to show you is through the shoulder here. It's actually a really good indicator of whether your dog needs a good line comb. You'll see that it actually starts, even though it's shorter, it actually starts to tuft when the dog needs a really good line comb. Same with the thigh. They're the two areas that we'll show you. So again, good spray. Same technique, even down on this really short hair. I'm going to go over it with my comb in the same technique. It's alright, mate. Relax. And there is actually a lot of hair coming out of this short area. Again, that really important under the elbow area. Okay. Alright, I'm going to leave the actual filming there. I'll finish Benny off and I'll make sure that there's a nice photo of him on the thumbnail for this video. But if you have any questions at all, don't hesitate to hit me up in the comments and I will gladly, happily try and answer them for you. But good luck with line combing your Finnish Lapphund, but also thank you very much for watching my series dedicated to grooming lappies. Thank you.